What's going on, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604, and I am going to be stepping away from sim racing for about a week. I'm going on vacation. Myself and the family are going away and relaxing, and I am going to be a long way from a sim rig. So yeah, I'm going to be looking to some fellow content creators for some entertainment, and I thought I would just kind of share my appreciation for these channels by introducing my viewers to some of these channels, most of which you will have heard of, I'm sure, but some of them you may not have. So just running through. First off, Logically Gaming, who's now going by Booth, TheSimPitCrew. That's right, Mr. Booth has joined the SimPitCrew. He's a very, very active streamer, very entertaining streams. It's a lot of fun. And for Project Cars 2, iRacing, what else? I think I've seen some Assetto Course on his channel, definitely Dirt Rally, and just a really fun channel. So make sure you get out there and show Mr. Booth some love. Secondly, Billy Strange Racing. Billy Strange has become a good friend to the channel, just an awesome guy. He has every right to be cocky, you know, he's a real racer, and then he was part of, you know, the biggest group in sim racing ever. And that has not been my experience. He's not cocky at all. He's super nice to talk to and just a great dude, and runs streams a few times a week and is, you know, really the right mind that should be reviewing mods, and he does a lot of mod reviews. So Billy, nice job. Make sure you get out there and hit subscribe for him. GamerMuscle, you guys know GamerMuscle, of course. I don't know how he does it. I'm in awe. You see the times on some of these streams: 5 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, and it's entertaining the whole time. It's just incredible what James does over at GamerMuscle videos there. So much fun, and if you guys are looking for great live streams and just a great overall community, GamerMuscle is it. Next on the list, Ferrari 601. Great supporter of open wheel racing, open wheel sim racing specifically, does a lot of hot lap videos, and is one heck of a driver. He can really throw a car around. He's several seconds ahead of me on any given course, you know, with any open wheel car. It's not even close. So Ferrari 601 is there. He also does live streams, or sorry, not live streams, but live commentary for the Formula 1 races, and it is like Christmas for me when he does a mod review, because he spends 30 minutes to an hour picking apart every last detail of a mod, and he knows cars, and it's just so awesome. So awesome. For example, the F2004 review. If you have an hour, I totally recommend that, and in all seriousness, it's just a fantastic channel, and his reviews are amazing. Next up, Michi Hoyer. Michi is another case where this guy could be cocky, but he isn't. Michi is one of the fastest sim racers on the planet, and we've been trying to connect and do a podcast to talk about, you know, getting faster and setups and things like that in sim racing, and that's going to happen very soon. And yeah, he just he does a lot of live streaming. I would say on average probably one a day, and he's more than willing to open up his sort of, you know, textbook of sim racing. He'll do live streams and do his setup on the go and interact with his fans and things like that. So Michi Hoyer is definitely on my list of people I will be watching and people you should follow. Next up, some guy called Jimmy, what is that, Broadbent? Broad something. I'm just kidding. There's a reason Jimmy Broadbent is the biggest name in sim racing. Absolutely phenomenal channel. Great streamer. Very, you know, active community. He gets thousands of people watching his live streams, and they're a whole lot of fun. And again, there's a reason why he's the biggest name in sim racing right now. Just a great overall dude, and a lot of fun on those live streams. Next up, Michael McCoy. Michael McCoy is, I think, more or less a console-only sim racer, but if you're kind of on the fence, or not on the fence, rather, if you're kind of at a loss for, you know, great sim racing channels that focus on console content, I would definitely give Michael McCoy a try. He's a tremendous driver. I didn't realize how good somebody could get driving primarily in GT Sport, but he can throw a car around. Really impressive to see. And really a lot of fun hot lap videos and things like that. So Michael McCoy I will be watching. Next up, Aidan Millward. Aidan Millward focuses on both real life and sim racing, and has a very entertaining channel. He's not afraid to pick apart some of the more controversial topics in real life racing, and will spend, you know, 10 to 30 minutes talking about it. and has some really well thought out opinions, whether you disagree with him or agree with him. Most times I agree with him, and I think it's very well thought out and a very nicely done channel, and tremendous driver as well in sim racing. Next up, Racing Paddock. Will is another good friend to the channel, and probably the hardest working guy in sim racing, and I really mean that. He's always digging behind the scenes, getting exclusives, and I think he's going to be one of the first to touch F1 2018, so that exclusive will be coming up very, very soon, so make sure you subscribe and hit notifications for Racing Paddock, and just overall great content. Can you blow a tire in a Assetto Corsa? Do you know that answer? I don't know that answer. I gotta check out that video. Next up, the SimPit. The SimPit is something, unfortunately, it comes on when I'm at work, but if I get a little break, sometimes I'll take a coffee break and try and jump in and watch a bit of the SimPit. But every day, Sean Cole is nice enough to host the pit stop, and he shares all things sim racing, talks about all things sim racing, and he gets a lot of views. I think there's about 100 concurrent views when he streams, and you know, there's a lot of familiar names, and we just talk about everything sim racing and just do a complete, what I like to call, nerd out, and just talk nothing but sim racing, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of familiar names there, a lot of really knowledgeable people, and it's kind of, you know, our way, even though we might not ever meet in real life, it's kind of the way for a lot of us in the sim racing community to just kind of come together and know we're all of a like mind. So the SimPit, definitely on my list. And finally, Mr. Davy Jones. Davy Jones, as you probably know, is my one of 3 co-hosts, actually, for the Sim Racing Perspective podcast. We do it with Alex from the Extra Mile as well, and we're going to be doing one, I think, on the 29th. I could be wrong about that date, but looking forward to getting us back together. We haven't done one in about a month, but we have interviewed some of the most interesting people in sim racing, and I look forward to doing more podcasts with Davy Jones. Davy also does these really cool videos where he'll just see a brief history of the Audi. He'll take one specific car, and he did this for Porsche as well, and just pick apart the sort of lineage of the car, and it's very, very fascinating stuff, extremely well researched and extremely well presented. So Davy Jones, I am a fan, and I'll be sticking close to my notifications for Davy Jones. That's gonna do it, guys. Like I said, I'll be back in about a week, so it's not too long of a hiatus, but while I am off, I'm going to be checking out videos from other people, and I invite you to check out their videos as well. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you in a week. I might upload a review or 2, but it won't be anything too substantial in the meantime. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you soon.